Hello everybody and welcome back to Dr. Ghost Games. If y'all new to the channel, welcome. I am Dr. Ghost and I make content for the game World of Warships Legends. Today we're going to be in the Tier 4 Italian Battleship that is in early access right now in the early access crates for the Italians. And yeah, we're going to be in the Cavour. Now the Cavour is actually a pretty decent ship. As long as you're not getting up-tiered, I find it. This ship struggles against higher-tier ships, in my opinion. But, I mean, we actually are up-tiered this game, but it's really not that bad because there's a lot of cruisers out there. And, yeah, we're going to absolutely crap on these guys, so get yourselves ready. Now, we shoot at this Genova here right off the bat, and of course, we get, you know, over-penetrations. Not much we can really do about that. But stuff is going to start heating up here really quick, guys. Keep that in mind. And this is going to be a fun one. And when I say here on Dr. Ghost Games, it's going to be a fun one, well, it sure is. Get your popcorn ready, because this match is going to go by pretty quick. And, yeah, we got about 6 minutes of just absolute mayhem coming up. So, keep that in mind. Now, we fire another salvo off at the Trento. And, well, that looks really good. And, yeah, it is. And that's a devastating strike on the Trento there. Now keep in mind, I'm in a Tier 4 Italian battleship out of all things, and I just did that to him. And yeah, he is not having a fun time at all. So that was a beautiful, beautiful salvo, and we're up to 36,000 damage. We have a kill, a first blood award, and of course a devastating strike. Not bad at all. Now we have another reload ready to go. And unfortunately, the Trento looks like he is starting to slow down. So yeah, we don't get any hits, which is to be expected. He did slow down, so goodbye him. But nothing much we really could have done there. So now we gotta wait for our guns to reload and start popping some shots off at this Texas or this Hawkins. Either one will be fine. So yeah. Now, one thing that the Cavour has is I think it's a 40mm bow, which means the bow of this thing can actually ricochet, I think, Yamato shells, which is absolutely crazy. The bow armor, guys, on the Cavour, on even the Tier 3, the Dante Alighieri, I'm actually starting to pronounce these actually a lot better than I did in my patch notes video. But yeah, these low tiers, man, they have some crazy, crazy, crazy bow armor. Crazy armor in general. I mean, I think the Tier 3 guys has 100mm of bow armor, which is absolutely freaking crazy. That armor can bounce Yamato shells, I believe. So that's, yeah, that's just nuts. And, yeah, and yeah, we actually get a Citadel on that guy, and yeah, we absolutely crapped on that Hawkins, and we're up to 60,000 damage, 2 kills, a bunch of Citadels, we're already up to 5 Citadels. I mean, this ship's not bad at all, as long as you're not getting up-tiered and getting up against people who know how to angle. This ship really struggles against people who are angling correctly and all that kind of stuff. But when you get flat broadsides like that and you guys are waiting for opportunities to arise and you guys take advantage of those opportunities, you guys can have a fun time in the Cavour. And I think this ship could be even better. I mean, look at the dispersion we're getting there. Imagine if we had an actual dispersion captain. Now you guys are probably saying, oh, we have one. It's you guys can go buy it. Well, I'm talking about a free one. Every other nation has a free dispersion captain. We've got William Sims for the Americans. We've got Takio Takagi for the Japanese. We've got Andrew Cunningham for the British, etc. We have a designated battleship commander for accuracy and dispersion. I still don't see why Wargaming can't just add a freaking free one. It's ridiculous that we have to spend $20 for a commander. So I'm not doing that. I'm not going to spend $20 just to get a little bit of extra dispersion. It isn't worth the money for me. When we should be getting it for free. You know what I mean? So that's why I prefer just, you know, not spending my money on that. But yeah, we get our 3rd kill of the match there, and now we're up to 7 Citadels. Absolutely crazy stuff right there, but yeah. Not a bad match at all to show off. I think this ship's good, as long as you're not getting up-tiered, and yeah, this ship really does struggle against higher-tier ships, especially like battleships who are angling and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this ship really has a hard time. And it's also, I think it'd be much better if it had a higher health pool, then maybe it can compete up at higher tiers. But 38,000 hit points on a battleship is really, really bad. And yeah, I don't know. The armor's fantastic on it. The only place actually the Cavour can get penned, not just on the Cavour, but the Dante Alighieri, is the bow, the upper plating. There's like a 19mm upper plate that's at the very top that can get penetrated, but it's a very small portion. Most of the bow is completely covered and plated with very, very thick armor plates. So you guys have some very good armor on these Italian battleships at these lower tiers. They get a little, I think they changed quite a bit up at the higher tiers, but still look forward to great armor at these lower tiers. Now we're up to 81,000 damage, and we're trying to take out this Montecuccoli here, and unfortunately it's just not happening. But yeah, not much we can really do about that. But I can sense a Kraken coming out on the horizon here, because if we kill this Montecuccoli, that would be our 4th kill of the match, I believe. And yeah, our secondaries are popping off, but unfortunately they're just not hitting them. So we're waiting for our main batteries to reload. We're up to 88,000 damage. And, oh, actually, the secondaries do pull through. And they do manage to take out that enemy, Montecuccoli. GG's to him. We're up to 89,000 damage, 4 kills, 7 citadels, a plane shoot down, a bunch of defend ribbons. We've been doing our part. And not to mention our div mates. I forgot to mention them, but I mention them all the time on the channel. But they've been also doing pretty decent as well, although they haven't really had that crazy of a game. They've just been there kind of as cannon fodder because, as you guys are aware, the Montecuccoli, that's what they're both in, by the way. We're trying to do some challenges, but yeah, they were in Montecuccolis, and as we know, the Montecuccoli is a very difficult ship to play, so yeah, I don't blame them for, you know, having trouble with that ship. It's not their fault. But yeah, I'm now waiting for my guns to all reload, and I'm going to wait for the perfect moment to absolutely steal this kill so I can get the Kraken. And that's sometimes what you guys got to do to get a Kraken, is you got to be sure, because there's been so many times where I shoot a salvo off and leave somebody on just enough HP to get yoinked. So I'm waiting for the perfect moment here, and I'm waiting for him to get below, low as possible anyway, and I'm trying to line up a perfect shot into his superstructure and into his guns. And I fire there, and there's a Kraken unleashed. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I hope you all did enjoy this video. I've got some more videos coming out here very shortly. I've got one in the Brandenburg as well. Got one in the Grosskerfers. Look forward to all the videos coming out this week. I thank you all for stopping by the channel. And if you guys like this video, leave it a like. Give a comment down below what your thoughts are. And subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 400 subs. I thank you all for stopping by. And as always, I wish you all the best of luck out there on the seas. Take care. Peace out. Stay healthy. As always.